Part of the inspection and testing process for an initial verification is an insulation resistance test. So here we're going to carry out an insulation resistance test on the complete installation before the tails are connected. What we need to do is make sure that all of the circuit breakers are turned on, the main switch is turned on. Again, we need to remove all of the lamps, bypass any dimmer switches, remove anything from the system which is likely to be damaged by the high voltage, because we're going to test at 500 volts, or even neons which may not be damaged but of course will give us false readings, and then again we'll be looking for a fault that may not be there. So we need to just take care that we prepare the installation ready for test before we test. Okay, so I've done that. Next thing, I use an insulation resistance tester. This is a multi-function instrument, but all I need to do is turn it on to 500 volts because it's a 500 volt DC test. I've got to make sure that the tester is working properly. So I need to join the leads together, push the test button, and I should get a reading of 0. Take the leads apart, push the test button, and it should be over range, and this meter goes to 999 megohms. Once I'm sure the instrument's working properly, just one final check is to make sure that the leads are to GS38. Obviously, it's a 500 volt test, and anything over 50 volts, the leads do need to comply. First part of the test really is test between live conductors, just using crocodile clips, making sure that they're nice and tight. Push the button, and I've got a value which is 999, which is perfect. Any value over 2 megohms would be acceptable, but of course 2 megohms really seems quite low, and on a new installation we would really be looking for 999, or at least, depending on the instrument you've got, it should be over range, higher than we can measure. Once I've done between live conductors, I'll do a line conductor to earth. Again, push the button, keep it pressed, and I should get a very high reading again. Next part of the test, neutral to earth, push the button, and again a very high reading. And we must also remember that while I'm carrying out these tests, I should go around switching any two-way switches on and off just to make sure that I'm measuring the whole circuit. Of course, rather than measure between line conductor and neutral conductor separately, I could, if I wanted to, join the two together and carry out a test like so. And if the test, again, is of a very high reading, there'd be little point in testing between neutral and earth and then line and earth.